2,000 people crossing illegally into El Paso, Texas alone every single day. And officials in Mexico, we're hearing, are now fearing that the U.S. will close the entry point from Juarez into El Paso. So you got people overflowing onto the streets here in the U.S., and obviously there have been a lot of people crowding on the Mexico side. We want to turn to Jorge Ventura, joining us now from El Paso. Jorge, we had this new deal between Mexico and the U.S. saying that Mexico would deport people back to their native countries because of the overwhelming number of immigrants. So is that not happening right now in El Paso?
So we're not seeing that quite yet right now, Adrienne. In Juarez, shelters are reaching their full capacity. And just from where I'm standing, just a few miles away over that border wall in Juarez, there is a line right now of over 1,000 Venezuelan migrants waiting to turn themselves in to Border Patrol officials on the El Paso side. Here are stunning images of just how massive this group is, standing there for hours in the scorching heat, waiting to make it past that concertina wire and be processed. And Mexican officials are concerned that with so many migrants trying to get into the U.S., that the U.S. will close this entry point for a short period, as officials did in Eagle Pass last week, putting a strain on their already full shelters in Juarez. It is interesting, Adrienne, that we did learn that freight train that those migrants jump on, the Beast, it was halted yesterday in Chihuahua, Mexico, and it did not make any stops in Juarez. And sources are confirming to NewsNation that Mexican officials have began operations in Chihuahua, removing those migrants off those freight trains.
Yeah, it's so dangerous. I've talked to Venezuelan immigrants who've jumped on those trains. They call them the death trains in some instances because people don't survive the trip. But we know the Biden administration has made a couple of changes. One is announcing 800 National Guard members to be deployed to the southern border. Are they, in fact, providing a presence there? Or are they doing what we've seen other troops who've been sent down, doing administrative duties?
So they do have a presence on the ground, but we constantly yesterday just continue to see groups of migrants make it to the U.S. border, even get past that concertina wire and make it onto U.S. soil. So from what we saw on the ground, National Guard did not really deter or block migrants from entering the already overwhelmed U.S. border, as desperate migrants are continuing to find a way through.
Vente, mi amor, vente, 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 vente. Vente. Venga, venga, agate. Ay, hija. Agárrala, agárrala, agárrala.
Look at the little girl here. And then she got her sweatpants tucked. It seems like the little girl's they're gonna pull her in right now. They got her, they got her.
Apúrate con la.
Yeah, the mom went through. And we watched as a group of Venezuelans with a 2-year-old went right under that wire, placing cardboard on their backs to avoid being cut. It was tough witnessing that in person, seeing such a small little girl going under that concertina wire and with that cardboard on her back. You could hear her screams and how desperate the family was to get over. But once again, this underscores just how dire the humanitarian crisis is. And right now, Adrienne, right behind us, we still have hundreds of migrants in downtown El Paso sleeping on the streets with nowhere to go, and shelters still at capacity here in El Paso.
Yeah, somebody, the Catholic Charities or some type of NGO is providing blankets for those immigrants who are sleeping on the streets, and food and just being generous. But there are only so many resources to go around. Our thanks to Jorge Ventura. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.